going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to all of you visionaries, man. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course, and I appreciate all the love and the support. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, family. Start off by hitting that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, fam. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, fam. After you hit the like button, share the show. Share it on your community tabs. Share it in Discord. Share it on your Facebook. Anywhere that you share content, make sure you share today's show. It's very important you share today's show. Shout out to all the visionaries once again. Let me get over here to the chat room while you guys hit the like button. And to my first time visitors, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to Miss Garnetta Brown. Salute. I appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to Miss Queena in the building. Always coming through and holding down the chat room. Salute. Shout out to my man Shango Zulu. Salute to you. Salute. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn. And I appreciate you hitting the super chat. He says, for truly caring about Black men well-being. Man, I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, my brother, for tuning in also. Let me see who else is up in here. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Salute, family. As always, my day one brother. Salute. Shout out to Charles Ramsey in the building. Salute. Real Roman, what's going on? Shout out to you. It's me, C. Peace to you. Peace to you. It's me, C. Shout out to my homie, day one homie, Papa Flocka in the building. Salute, my brother. You know what it is, King. Shout out to my man, the intellectual novice. Appreciate you, my brother. It's been a minute, man. I know you're a busy man, but I appreciate you for stopping through in the chat, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man Bob. Appreciate you, Bob. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. And I appreciate the super chat, my brother. God's girl. Salute. Shout out to Franklin. I appreciate you, Franklin. Thanks for tuning in, Franklin. And y'all see today's show. Today, brothers, we're gonna go there today. We're gonna go there today because this show was also inspired by another brother who's also, he does reels and stuff like that all over social media. And that's what inspired today's show also. But I really think that it's time that as men, and as I always say here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we're our own agency. And when I mean we're our own agency, meaning we are our own welfare. We're our own, we have to be our own defense. We have to be our own advisory. That's what I mean by when I say we're our own agency. You see? And I know for the most part, shout out to my man Suavemente. Before I get into it, shout out to you, my brother. Third Ward in the building. And I know a lot of us, we want to get on board with each other as men, and start building legacy, start doing business with each other, things like that, start building. And I get that. And that is going to naturally happen as we heal together. This is why I say we got to heal before we build. It's not because I'm saying let's skip the building part. See, that's going to come as the camaraderie grows, as the trust grows, as the love and the respect is always there. The business is going to naturally come because we're men. And a certain type of man don't want to sit around and waste their time, just being around other guys. The type of guys that's in my chat that I converse with in my real life, the men that I call my brothers, my friends. A lot of us, we've learned to live on our own. So when we meet up, it's all love. We having fun. We talking about business, or we already getting money together. You see? But all of that stuff comes from the development of the relationship, the bond. You see? So today, we're going to speak on what happens to men with good hearts. What happens to the men with the good hearts? And what a lot of us go through. What we go through. Because I'm included. See, when I speak on these topics, I'm not exempt from what I'm talking about. Either I've been through it or I know somebody currently going through it. Shout out to you, Ms. Zahara. I never exclude myself from the argument, from the story. I'm there. You see? And a lot of guys like us, fellas, we go through a lot. And we go through a lot because at the core of us, we want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody happy and prospering in life. This is the core of good-hearted men. And this goes for women also. We don't just want the best for our brothers. We want the best for our women. We want the best for our children. You see? We want the best for people in general. We don't wish harm on people. We don't do harm to people. You see? So a lot of times, what happens to a lot of men with good hearts is we go into situations in life with our guard down because we're coming so authentic that we're not even trying to see a flaw in the next person. You see? Now, I know y'all probably like, man, yo, who DS1? I'm not talking about anyone. I'm going to go ahead and make that clear. I'm not talking about anyone. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm speaking in general. But that's who we are. That's how we view people. We don't come into situations, relationships on all levels, whether it's a friendship, a business relationship, companionship. We don't come in looking for flaws in people. So we come in with our guard down a lot of times. And that usually happens a lot of times when we're younger because we're naive to what we may think is not a good person. Now follow me, brothers. Follow me. I hope y'all following me in the chat. Shout out to 1G. Shout out to Hannibal. Tony Bruno, salute. You see? See, when we're young, we don't inherently think or understand that people are bad or people have ways where they just want to hurt you. We don't understand this. This is why a lot of guys with good hearts, we get hurt early on in our life. We carry the burdens and the scars of what happened to us early in our life. You see, these things that I'm speaking about happens when we're young, not when we're grown, because by time the guys with the good hearts get grown, we still got good hearts, except it's guarded. It's guarded. Because it's you have to do that. If you don't guard it, people will destroy you in this world. People will destroy you in this world. So when we're young, we don't understand that. We don't know that there's people that's just looking up to hurt you. They just looking to hurt you. They just looking to hurt you. We don't understand this until it happens. Shout out to the intellectual novice. He said pain is a part of the man process. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, my brother. I see you, bro. I see you, Verna. I know exactly who you are, bro. Salute. Stay safe out there, bro. But this is what a lot of us men go through. This is what we go through. And what usually happens is it comes to a certain point where we have to make a decision. And that decision is, are we going to let what happened to us completely change us into who we don't want to be? Or do we go through the fire to come out a better version of what you already are? You see? You see? We all come to that crossroad. And some guys let the world beat them down so much that it turns them into something else. Because see, like my brother intellectual novice just said, pain is part of the man process. So it's supposed to change you, but it's only supposed to change you into a better version of what you already are. But what usually happens is it's a process before you understand that it's turning you into a man. And what happens is as men, you don't know how to set personal boundaries with people. You allow people to get close to you really quickly, and you get attached to people quickly. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Because this is how a lot of us get burned in relationships. This is why a lot of guys, even gravitated to this space because they want relationship help. And this is what this space is predicated on now, which is actually stifling the growth. Because the relationship stuff that in the relationship advice that we're looking for, because of all of the baggage and the stuff that we come with that's negative as a result of being in these relationships and these marriages and these companionships, it all goes back to self. It all goes back to a point where a man has neglected himself in some form or fashion. You've neglected yourself. You've allowed yourself to be taken advantage of because you are neglecting yourself. You're depriving and starving yourself of something that only you can give. And brothers, we got to learn that we have to understand that point on all levels, in all relationships, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your significant other, whether it's in business. There's only certain things you can give yourself. Nobody else can give you. You see? And a lot of times we don't understand that. So we go out and we search for that in other people, which is not going to be there because it's really inside of you. It's just lying dormant because you've suppressed it due to the pain that you're going through and have already been through. So you go out and you make these attachments with these people who are really not good for you. And as I said, that's on all levels. Relationships, friendships, business, associates. And what happens is you grow this attachment. They grow this attachment to you. And what y'all do? Y'all learn how, or you learn first how to not say no. You learn not to say no. You begin to think that saying no, or you feel that saying no hurts you because you don't want to break that attachment that you've grown to have or that y'all have grown to have for each other. You see? Y'all hit the like button for me, fam. Hit the like button and share the show. And see, a lot of us brothers, we don't understand this. As men, we a lot of times we don't even see it. We don't see it. We don't even see it. We don't see it because a lot of us were taught wrong also. Perfect example. If you just got out of a relationship, right? And you was in love. You was just married. You was in love, you was married. Y'all had everything. Y'all had a family, all of that, right? And y'all split up. And you going through what you going through. What is the first thing that we learned as men growing up coming out of a breakup? What's the first thing we learned? I'm gonna tell y'all, but I want to see if y'all know. Put it in the chat room. I know what they told me, which is actually not a good thing to do. Y'all put it in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What do they tell us to do? You coming out of a relationship where you was, things just didn't go right after a while. What's the first thing they tell you to do? Yep, you got it. Exactly, Mike C. Exactly, Hannibal. Exactly. That's what you do. You go get another one and smash her. You go find a random chick and smash her so you could get over your wife. You see? We were taught wrong. So we don't know how to say no. Because we feel like saying no, it's gonna hurt us in some form or fashion. What I'm saying is as men, a lot of us weren't taught how to deal with pain. We weren't taught how to properly assess it and deal with it. And we have to stop thinking that that is the way of being a man, because it's not. You know it's not, because every day you wake up, you feel how you feel. You know there's certain things in your life that you just can't mull over and tough it out. You know that. So why keep fooling yourself? Why keep fooling yourself? It's going to break you down eventually. If we understand that we're like vehicles, once the inside of the vehicle goes, it's no reason to have no wheels. It's no reason to have no doors and windows, because the car not gonna move. You see? And this is what usually happens when we try to mask the pain. We try to mask it. We try to think that we just gonna get over it. Nah, we gotta go through it. We gotta go through it. This is why, brothers, you have to start developing that healthy no. You gotta start learning how to just say no and stand on it. Stand on saying no and don't care how nobody feel. You know why? Because every time you regret saying no, start recording that feeling that you feel. When you feel remorseful for saying no, when you know that that's the right thing, record how that makes you feel. Start paying attention to how you feel about shit. Stop letting these dudes tell you that it doesn't matter. Because if they're telling you that your feelings don't matter, that's the same shit you've been hearing your whole life. You see? You see? See, because as men, we're based on strength. We're based on strength. But there's other ways to exercise your strength. You see? There's always a different way to approach something instead of always running through it and trying to toughen your way through everything. After a while, that breaks you down. Why you think a lot of, and I'm not cracking no jokes, but why do you think a lot of men, when they get older, they face be balled up? As they get older, they develop this, like this hardened look on their face. And their hands and stuff be balled up. And why do you think that happens? That's pent up energy that hasn't been released. That's what that is. From always gotta through everything in life. You see? Use this. Use this. You see? Because over time, it breaks us down, fellas. That's why you gotta develop that healthy no. Just no. And leave it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Okay. That's how you feel about me? All right. You have to take this approach because this is about your health. This is about our well-being as men. See, we have to care about each other's well-being. My brothers care about my well-being. My brothers call me and check up on me. I call them and check up on them. But lately, they've been calling me a lot more because they know what just currently happened in my life. They care about my well-being. These are the type of men I want to do business with. These are the type of men that I wouldn't mind bringing my children around, bringing my wife around. That's true brotherhood. We not brothers because we get money. No. You my brother because I can rely on you. I can trust you. That's why we even getting money together. Because I know you my brother. Because I know if all this goddamn money went away today, you still gonna be my brother. And we could start over and build that shit back up. You see? So we got to worry about each other's well-being before we start talking about success. What about your well-being? What's going on with you? Are you getting good sleep? How you slept? How you felt on the wake up? Because a lot of brothers go to sleep and pray they don't wake the hell up. Don't you know that? I know this. There's men who walk around normal every day and go to bed and pray to God they don't wake up because they tired of dealing with what they dealing with. Living day to day, going through the same motions. There's certain things in our lives, brothers, we got to start just saying no to. And we can't go back from it. No, I'm not dealing with that no more. No, I'm not allowing that type of shit to stress me out no more. No, I will not allow those type of people around me again. No, because I need my sanity. I need my health. I need me to be well. You see? Because we want to live. We don't just want to exist. See, you could be getting all the money you want, but if you just existing and not living, hey, what a hell of a life. Shout out to you, Mace. Yes, sir. Loyalty, man. You see? So that healthy no, even to people that's close to you in your life. See, me and my brothers, we kind of have that 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 telepathic understanding with each other for some reason. But like all of my close friends, it's like we know that. We know, like, I don't always have to call you, or you don't always have to call me, or it's like sometimes we just know that, yo, bro needs space right now. Like with one of my brothers, I know if I didn't hear from him by a certain time, he probably going through some shit and been feeling away the whole morning. So I'm not even gonna call him. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text him or send him a voice note. You see? It's like me and all my bros have that understanding. You see? That because developing that healthy no, fellas, do you know that that will extend our lifespan? It will extend our lifespan because you can look it up. It's a fact that people who live happier lives live healthier and they live longer. You see? Having a joyful life is a life of abundance because it's going to keep you healthy. It's going to keep you vibrant. And I don't know about you, brothers, but that's what I'm aspiring to go. That's where I'm aspiring to go. I don't know about y'all. That's where I'm aspiring to go. You see? I don't want to be miserable with a bag, living my life just to pay my goddamn bills and have a little free time, and I'm not with that. I want to live vibrant, healthy, moving, creative, expressive. Why we That's us, brothers. That's us. And I know you brothers in the chat, that's what y'all all aspiring to be. See, because And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That is the true reason we should all want to get money. We should not be getting money to shit on each other. We should be getting money to be happy around each other. We should be getting money to be smiling and dancing around each other, not to be gritting on each other. Shout out to Richmond, VA. Not to be gritting on each other. That's not why we wanted to get money. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room, brothers. We want to get money to be vibrant, so we can all be lit. Not so every, not one person got the bag and he just, distributed it to everybody. No. We all want to be happy. We all are kings. You see? I invite you to my house. Your kids swim in my swimming pool. Then we go to your house next summer. Your vacation house on the beach. Then y'all come to our, joint where we go skiing and all that type of stuff. That's why we want to get money. To be happy and to live amongst each other as brothers. That's what this is about. That's what it's supposed to be. I know that's what I envision. And if you a visionary, I know that's what you see. Yes, sir, a team sport. We all win. You think when the Lakers won, it was just LeBron celebrating with LeBron? You think LeBron was just happy he won? He was happy for his whole goddamn team. We won. We did it. Now all of our families can celebrate our win. See, that only comes from good-hearted men. See, a lot of y'all say LeBron is soft, and I can admit he's a diva. He's not soft, he's a diva. So he's a diva. But that's how you act when you're just privileged your whole life because the kind of athlete he was. But LeBron has a good heart, man. He has a good heart. He want to see everybody win. Why you think he put certain people on his team? He want them to win. Yo, I'm in position now, bro. LeBron a Capricorn like me. I know LeBron. He chilling with Melo. They probably sitting back blowing. You know what I'm saying? Drinking some Ace of Spade. And he like, yo, bro, listen. I got it on lock. I'm going to bring you in. So I'm going to get you a chip, bro. You going to have a chip before you retire. Because you my man. I want you to know how this feels. I know. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I know. I can just see that conversation. That's why LeBron be putting his teams together like that. A lot of those guys he got relationships with. He not just putting them on the team so he can have all the glory to win. No, go and watch it. He got relationships with them dudes. A lot of them dudes, they interact. They know each other. And then a lot of those guys, he respected playing against them. So they got a relationship like that. Good heart, man. LeBron got a good heart. He want to see everybody win. He want to see everybody win. He want everybody to be happy. He want everybody to be millionaires. He want everybody to be rich. See, that's the sign of a man with a good heart. But brothers, we have to stop letting our yeses hurt us too. We have to stop letting our yeses hurt us, because a lot of times we say yes to things that we should never allow. And this goes back to not setting those proper boundaries because we weren't taught. So we say yes to a lot of things and a lot of people in our life, and we allow people to do certain things to us. We accept certain things. We accept certain things in our relationships. We accept certain things amongst our friends. Which doesn't serve us. See, it has to be an exchange. And when we learn to set those boundaries, when we learn how to develop that healthy no, what it does is that boundary that you set there between you and the next person, that allows the exchange of energy to be healthy and to be even and fair. You see? But when there's no barrier, you see how that looks? When there's nothing there and it's just, now it's just you eating energy. It's just them feeding you, feeding you, feeding you. And it's coming so fast, you trying to process it, and you can't process it fast enough. So it could hurt you that way because you don't know where to put it. You don't know how to compartmentalize it. And brothers, what I'm speaking about is something that's natural. I'm not saying like this is some dysfunctional stuff. This usually happens. It becomes a dysfunction. It becomes a dysfunction when we allow it to constantly perpetuate itself in our life. When we allow that stuff to change who we are in our hearts. You see? This is why in the good book they always say, for you to be in the world but not of it. Meaning, don't let this world change you because you just live in the world. See, one day you're not going to be here anymore. One day you're not going to be here anymore. So don't let this place change who you are here. Because one day you're no longer going to be here. And all people are going to have of you are memories and feelings and vibes and energy. And do you want that to be good or bad? Because all of that's going to be based on what? Your heart. Your heart. You see? So we can't, as men, continue to say yes to things and people that we know is not good. This is why I said first, you got to develop that healthy no. See, once you develop that healthy no, then you will be able to make a sound decision on whether you should say yes or not. Yeah, I could consider this person cool and, I could rock with them like that. Or nah, it's a little too funny. Nah, I'm good. See, that's for you. And we have to learn how to develop that type of vetting process, because we're used to saying yes to too much toxic shit as men, because we always have this this form of this machoism where we think if something go wrong, we could just like, dog, sometimes the situation don't call for that. Sometimes situations get so crazy, then what? You see? Don't get so big headed till you become a fool. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, 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 I'll rock with them. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then you don't, and then when things start breaking down in your life, you don't understand why. It's because you allowed that person in, that person, that person. You allowed that person to keep getting over on you. You allow her to keep cheating on you, and you kept taking her back. You kept accepting excuses. You kept taking lies from a person who's supposed to be your friend, but they keep lying to you, but you kept accepting it. Nah, that's my homie. That it can't be like that. That's cool. I give him the pass. Yeah. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room, brothers. We get over here to the chat. Y'all like and share the show. Shout out to Matt McKee, man. Salute, bro. 1G. Salute, bro. Shout out to my brother, the number one grinder. Salute, my Brooklyn brother. Y'all like and share the show. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't think he stole out my crib. He didn't take that. But where is it? Like, how it just up and disappeared? I don't, I don't think he'd do that. Then you let him back in, there's something else get missing. Like, yo, I could have sworn. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I know as men, we've all been through this. You see? Stop thinking setting boundaries for yourself is a negative thing. Protecting yourself is something you're supposed to do. Now, am I saying develop a turtle shell? No. You, as men, you're not supposed to run and hide from everything. I'm not saying run and hide. I'm saying protect yourself. And don't feel bad for doing it. Don't feel bad for guarding your heart. Don't feel bad. I'm not saying put a electrical gate around it. Don't put your heart in Attica State Prison. I'm not saying that. Don't put your heart in Alcatraz. I'm not saying that. But don't feel bad to set those healthy boundaries. That healthy no. That yo, I don't go here no more. I don't do this type of stuff. Don't feel bad about it. Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to just be honest, and I know all of my good hearted men that's listening know this. A lot of the good hearted ones, we're not really cared about. We're disposed of. A lot of us treat us like the disposal. He's good. He'll deal with it. Oh, he's all right. Yeah, we could just shit all on him. He'll be okay. He's strong. He has a good heart. He'll understand. He knows I'm a piece of shit, but he'll get over it. Am I lying, brothers? This is what happens. This is why you can't feel bad. You see? That's why you can't feel bad. Because who gonna care? Who gonna care? Hmm? They just gonna come back and keep trying to take advantage, keep trying to manipulate, keep trying to finesse. Because that's how they look at you. That's how they look at you, because they know your intentions and your heart is pure. And see, they already know that they've been tainted. So they know, oh yeah, we could do him dirty. He'll be all right. He'll be okay. He's a great guy. He'll deal with it. But how much of that can you really take, brothers? There's a lot of brothers today that's not taking it. A lot of brothers are snapping because everyone has a breaking point. And I want to tell you, brothers, you can't allow yourself to get to that breaking point, because people will take you there. They don't have no problem doing it. They don't have no problem doing it now. Trust and believe. They don't have a problem taking you there just to see how far they could take you, just to see how much you can take. I'm telling you, brothers, don't allow this world to make you be what they want you to be. Be in the world, not of it. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your spirit. Understand that. Because they're coming for us. And what they're coming for is they're coming in to try to get us to compromise who we are in our hearts. They're trying to get us to harden our hearts. That is what the world is supposed to do. It is supposed to harden your heart as a man. So you could walk around looking like a golem at 50. Hands all rocky, you like this, because you just mad. Harden our hearts. That's why a lot of men die from the number one killer of men is not cancer, it's heart disease. It's heart disease. It's heart disease. That hardened heart. You see? And a lot of brothers, they like to come on here and, try to gloat and act like they haven't allowed this world to harden their hearts. That's why you got a problem with your brother, because you've allowed this world to harden your heart. So you can't see the good in them. You can't embrace the good that's in them. You got to find a way to be adversarial. You don't let the world harden your heart. And this is what happens to men with good hearts. So what happens? Which severs the brotherhood. You see? That's true, Bob. People will push your buttons for fun. That is to test you. to see if you're going to become one of them. And we all know that at one point or another, we were somebody that we didn't want to be. We was doing some things that we didn't want to do. Some of us are still doing it. And we pray that one day we don't have to do it anymore. So yeah, people will push those buttons, Bob. But all of that is just a testament of your faith, man. Of your belief in God and your belief in yourself as a man. You see? Yes, sir. Spiritual warfare, Larry Vaughn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Getting away from most people I was around was the best thing I did. And I used to have chest pains from being angry. Man, 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 man. Isn't that's real familiar? That's real familiar for me. I had a lot of rage in me when I was younger. Like when I was a teenager, like one day I'm gonna do a live, or I'm gonna set something up where me and my homeboys that I grew up with is just chopping it up. So y'all could just hear stories about me and you know, stuff like that, man. But I was very, 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 very angry, you know. And I kind of calmed down as I got older because I was living with my dad, you know, so he definitely was able to exercise and move that energy in a certain way, you know. I played football for a little while too. Shout out to Rob Mack. He said, identify the real from the fake, my brothers. This is a hard life, family. Facts. 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 And I'm glad you said that, Rob Mack, because let me add this to what you said. When we find out who is fake and what's fake, we can't let that affect us either. We just gotta understand what it's about and move on and create that boundary to not deal with it again. That's right. Garnetta Brown. Don't turn compromise to weakness. Facts. Don't let this world change you, my brothers, because it will. That's what happens. That's what happens. And then you become a op. That's the biggest word now in the world. Op. A op. A op. A opposition. Spiritual war. Don't let this world turn you into your brother's op. Because that's what it's designed to do. Don't allow other people to come in and become your op. Because that's what this world is designed to do. And that's what happens to men with good hearts. That's what happens. And if we don't develop that healthy no, if we don't stop feeling bad for saying no, if we don't learn how to look at situations properly, and when those same situations pop up that we used to saying yes to, we don't say no to, we will allow this world to change us for the worse, which will in turn destroy us, because that's what this world is meant to do. It's meant to destroy you. It's meant to make you feel like you're nothing. You're never going to be nothing. And this goes for all men across the board. All men. All men suffer from this stuff. So, brothers, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Ladies, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to today's show. Shout out to everyone in the building. Salute to all of the visionaries for coming through. Self-improvement. Shout out to you. My man Bob, salute. My brother Larry Vaughn, salute. Sky Che, salute to you. My brother, the intellectual novice. That's where you get the term frenemies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother, the number one grinder, for coming through. Miss Garnetta Brown, Dollar Washer, 1G. Shout out to everyone for coming through. My man Matt McKee in the building. My brother, the Book of Ronan, Mace. Tyru, salute, salute. It's me, C. Raphael. Shout out to everybody. Mike C. Hannibal. I appreciate everyone for coming through to today's show. Much love. Much love. If you enjoyed today's show and you would like to donate to the show, Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. Shout out to everyone who has donated, everyone who's hit the like button, everyone who's hit the share button. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Much love to all you visionaries. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And brothers, remember, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.